Here we have two photographs next to each other, and we're still looking at the one-point perspective. And if you look at the right-hand photograph, you can see that's taken on a vertical format and shows quite a lot, and there's so much detail in there that it's not always easy to see what's going on. So if we have a look in here, right in the center, you've got a little bridge with some people standing on it. If you look at the right-hand photograph, you've got some lovely reflections. You can do two types of paintings on this one here. You can do the one where you just got these, where water is going to be your main thing, but we're looking at perspective. So what I've done is, if you look at this one here on its own, it looks like a very simple one-point perspective, but it's actually very deceiving. So I've cropped out the centerpiece here. You see that here on the left? Yeah, right. What I wanted to see is these ones down the bottom here. We've got these little steps. Now if you look along the right-hand line, that is, those buildings is not a straight line going through as it looked like in the big photograph. These buildings are being put in very higgledy-piggledy. There's no, it doesn't look like there's been any proper plans put in. If it has, one's been built next to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. And you can see on the waterline, this one comes across here, and then it zigzags in, then out, and then out again. These, the faces of the walls, not one face, they in and out, in and out. The same thing on the left-hand side here as well too. So I'll go over to a little sketch, and I'll show you what it looks like down here. And when we do our drawing now, I'm going to simplify this into one single point. So we don't get, you don't have to come along and put all these other little nuances inside. So you can people will still see it and recognize it at the same place. So let's go over to the easel, and here is the enlargement I've taken out from there. Now I've got a little white pencil. I'm going to show you what the waterline looks like. Hopefully this will show up. So let's see, this waterline is here. It goes in there. It comes out here. Goes up to there. Not working so very nicely, but anyway, it's still showing it up. And then here's another little zigzag in here as well. So you can see what the face of the building is. This one is this side, there's a corner up here, and then that goes out into here, and then across there. Same thing on the right hand side. Let's get this thing going. There's a goes here, goes in, and then looks at me, there's a gap in between side because it comes up here, then goes up there, another one here, and another one there. So you can see all the different faces. Let me just see if I can get this one a little bit. There we go. So if you try and put find the focal point across here, it's going to be very difficult. Which one do you take? This one, that one, this one, that one, that one, or that one? But what we're going to do is we're going to just simplify this and take it now. This photograph is taken from somebody in a gondola, and that's going to be roughly somewhere across here where the gondola is going to come through, me sitting in the gondola, so I should imagine at that point there is roughly where it's going to be. So let's take our pen and let's work out where roughly it will be. In other words, if you take that point and this point, and let's average out this line. So that line will come out roughly from there. And we average this line will also be along here. So let's just check that out with some of these other ones. Can you see this building? If you follow that line, it's got a vanishing point out here. But what I'm going to do is you're going to take that and we just average out also this other lot here. We pick a line going right up there. And then all these other windows will also be along that line. And that window across there, goes across there. And let's average out these. So if you were to take that one again, it's out here. Now, let me turn this around and I'll show you actually what happens if you've got a horizon line, and let's say you've got one building here and it's got its vanishing point here. All those lines in here will go according to that vanishing point across here. But now there's another building across here which is at a different angle. It comes out this way. So the moment it turns more facing us, what happens is that one point will come out here. And the more it comes towards us, if it's more facing us again, like that, what happens is this one will be way out to the left. And that you'll see in a street that's actually going across, and you have a whole set of buildings coming across down the street. Each one's got its different you've got your horizon line coming along. Each one of those, this one will have a point here, that one will have a point there, that one will have a point further, that one will have a point further there. So you have to treat each of those as separate, but we'll go into another video later on going to show you how you can work out these with a lot of houses that are on a turn. But right at the moment we're going to simplify this particular one through to a single one. And I'm just going to do that, and we're going to, that window box, instead of being there, we're going to make the window box up like this. So let's go, put that on the side. What we need to do now is to, and also this is a very low point video, low point vantage, because you remember the third one with a person sitting in the road. This is it here, and all these things are much higher up. So this is the low vantage point. So in other words, to do that we need to have our horizon line fairly low down. Across here, and let's see if we can get that sort of more or less up straight up here, and it's also more to the left. I've cropped it so that the vanishing point is not dead center. So we've got that up here. I suppose that's more or less horizontal, vertical. Okay, so there is going to be our vanishing point. Everything, remember the spider web, all these lines are going to go out this way. So, let's first of all establish this little area across here, and there, and there. So that is going to be a little one here. And it's a little bit more out that side. So there's our piece, so we've got that going up. That be going up here. And then we have that one. Let's say it's about here. We're not trying to get it exactly to proportion right at this particular stage, but it's a sketch. Otherwise you'd use the grid method or something similar to do all that. But at this point here is roughly where the bridge is going to start, so that bridge is going to come out here and go over to that point. You'll see just now when we, in a short while, that will come up here and roughly here, and then come down. Yeah, that little piece underneath, you can just sort of see it. And there's another bridge. I'm going to leave that one out. Alright, let's put it in. It also comes in, another one in this little area here, it's much further back. Right, and this will now come down. And from here, we get the water, and we're going to just take that out this way. Remember, we're going to make it a single point, so that will go to that point here. That one being to the left is going to be a much more shallower one. That's going to run right out that way across there. This one is much more, it's actually a little bit steeper. We can check that angle. There, there. This angle to that angle, okay? And then we have that down the back. And then the buildings start coming up the side here. Right, let's go up. I'm going to shorten these down a little bit. And we'll go do that here. I'll just take it there, and then get that same angle up this way. That will also run out on this point here. So let's take that one up, across here, and then those roofs will also be up along here. Everything goes around to this particular point. Then you're going to have, I'm just going to draw a couple of lines to help us with our perspective. It's not necessarily on a particular point, but when we put something in, we can get it in the right perspective. So let's bring that down there.